Hello everyone. From past few months, we have witnessed an exodus of migrant laborers from mega cities like Delhi and Mumbai to their home states. Despite contributing significantly to our economy, the migrant laborers didn't get any political attention, leading to their miserable condition, and now it calls for the structural reform. India's economic growth is enabled by migrant laborers from UP, Bihar, Jharkhand, Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. According to 2011 census, there were 5.6 crore such migrant laborers, and now it is estimated that currently there are at least 10 crore migrant laborers, accounting for 10% of India's GDP. In order to protect the interest of migrant laborers and avoid their exploitation, the Indian government passed Interstate Migrant Workmen Act in 1979. Now, according to this law, establishment hiring interstate migrants must register themselves and only licensed contractors can engage such employees. Migrant laborers must be paid equal to the domestic laborers and they must be provided with allowances when they are displaced. Also, they must be provided with health care benefits and accommodation by their employer. However, the law eliminates the cost advantage of engaging migrant labor in states such as Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, Delhi, etc., where the cost of local laborer is high. As a result, establishment engaging migrant laborers underreport the number of laborers they engage and they do not provide welfare that migrant laborers are entitled to. Now, there are some challenges which are faced by migrant laborers and which needs to be addressed by Indian government. First of all is the lack of awareness among the migrant laborers about their legal rights and their financial awareness. That is why the contract which engage them tend to use them and they exploit them. Now the labor laws comes under both state government as well as the central. So the labor laws are very complex which needs to be centralized, and no formal support is given to the migrant laborers. Like farmer who benefits from various government schemes started specifically for them, and also rural laborers who get benefits from the schemes like MG Narega and all. This kind of schemes are not initiated for the migrant laborers. Now, while most contractors underreport, many don't report, and many migrant laborers are engaged by contractors who are not licensed to engage them, which leads to poor data availability on migrant laborers. Even today, the most reliable data on migrant labor is 2011 census. Absence of data is one of the reasons why the central and state governments were taken off guard after the lockdown was announced. Now, absence of healthcare support by government is also one of the reasons, since now the healthcare support to the migrant laborer is to be initiated by a private establishment or the contractor, and for their profit they do not do such for their laborers. Now, lack of support from the home state is also one of the reasons. Now, what can be done and to improve the situation of migrant laborers in our country? A comprehensive national database needs to be developed by central government with data fed by the states, and through this database a unique Aadhaar link identification card must be generated for the migrant laborers so they can get their unique identity, and government can design policies for. And next point is state support regarding their legal and financial literacy. Migrant labor must be made aware of their legal rights under various central and state laws. This would create an enabling environment for the contractors who hire them to comply to the extant laws. The state supplying more than 5 lakh of migrant laborers must set up a support center, and they should proactively reach out to laborers, and collecting data about their workplace conditions must also be made aware of their legal rights and financial awareness. Now, India's migrant laborers need to adapt with rapid technological process across all industries. Under PM Kaushal Vikas Yojana, 69 lakh people have been trained so far, but no such program exists for the migrant laborers. Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship must develop a skill development roadmap targeting migrant laborers, which must be matched to industry requirements both in their home state and the destination state. It will also help India to become a manufacturing hub. Now, coming on healthcare support. The current law mandates that contractors providing healthcare benefits to the migrant labor, which leads to increased cost resulting in non-compliance and underreporting. Hence, government must take responsibility of providing healthcare benefits to migrant laborers. Upon availing the unique identity to migrant laborers, they must be automatically enrolled in Ayushman Bharat Health, which will minimize the healthcare obligation of the employer. Now, migrant labor provident fund. The government must enact a law that institutionalize a provident fund covering all migrant laborers. A fixed amount must be determined based on parameters such as age and skill levels and must be deposited into a dedicated Provident Fund account. And this contribution must be jointly made by central, destination state and the home government. Now, since despite the significant contribution of migrant laborers to India's GDP, they never got any political or policy attention. So government must take measure and design policy for the lasting changes to their working condition. Thank you.